All right, here we are again with this Atlantis HD, and I'm going to show you how to install batteries on this bad boy. So you do have these rigid bars. This is where the seat is going to go on top, and then this is where the back hardware part sits on here. Now, a lot of times these do get tight, especially if the patient's had the chair for a long time. So what I would recommend is to take the seat off, lube the edges right here on each side, and then pull these cotter pins out and then just pop it out. But this is also where you're going to make adjustments. Now remember, this yellow bracket or this yellow prong is always going to be facing backwards to the rear, and then you have this bar in front. But you take these pins off just like that, take the other one off. This is a new chair, so it's going to come out pretty easy. But if you notice, you could make adjustments as well, like height adjustments. There's different holes on there. So this is going to go on the front. Let's take the rear pins off. Again, you'll have to use two hands and just kind of pop up. If that doesn't work, what you can do is loosen these right here. Let me do that real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I have the right one. But if you loosen those up, this gets loose to where you could pop it out a lot easier. See how that relieves stress from, or pressure from the bar, and it just comes up a lot easier. Okay, so that's the back one. And then this whole cover is going to come off. Take the cover off, which these batteries are already hooked up. This is your joystick cable. You just pop that out. You're going to run it through the hole. But these batteries are connected in sequence, and whenever they ship these batteries or these power chairs out, the harness is always disconnected. So you're going to have to connect to your control module, which pops in there. That's your control module. This is your main harness right here, and then your two motors, and then your control cable, your joystick cable, and then of course batteries. So if you notice, harness hooks up to two batteries on this side because they're side by side, so they hook up directly from one side, and then you're going to have your single cable that hooks up to the batteries. So that's how they set them up, sort of like in sequence. So you have you have your main cable with the fuse right here, that it's single. You're going to hook it up to two batteries side by side, and then the harness in the back hook up to batteries side by side, and that's how you hook up the batteries. You do have to take this rigid bar out to move that and to put the batteries in, and these are going to be size 10, or you could use a Phillips. You can use a Phillips ratchet socket, but it's going to be a size 10 for sure. These batteries are, let me see, what are they? Looks like they're 75 amp batteries. So I believe they're group 30. It says M75, but I think they're group 34, and they are AGM batteries. So it's a bigger battery, 75 amp battery. It's a heavy duty chair. So tires are solid. It's a 4-plate tire. This one is a 330 by 100, which I'm not sure what that goes into, but they're solid rubber. Again, solid rubber tires in the front, your casters. It does have shocks. You do have adjustments on the foot plate to go up and down, and also to bring in and out. Okay, all right, so once you go ahead and take the cover off, you're going to get your joystick cable. You're going to bring it through the middle. Make sure you bring it all the way out, and then you're going to line up the cover to these prongs. This right here is going to be your serial number right there. And then again, most of our patients, or I mean, I would say doing this, most of the patients that I delivered are kind of short, so I'm not going to make any adjustments here today. So I'm going to bring it all the way down just the way it was, and then I'll bring this all the way down as well, just the way it was as well. But anyway, so that's how you replace batteries. Take the cover off, and hopefully that helps. And then I'll do another video here in a minute how to install the rest of the parts. This is an Atlantis by Merritt's.